Hi everyone, Sarah here. Welcome to episode 6 of Use It or Lose It. Feels pretty good to keep going on with this. Thank you everyone for your comments and watching and subscribing and playing along. This week I was tackling my scraps. If any of you are like me, I dislike scraps. I generally throw them in a pile and they end up covered by something else, or I give them to Jonathan to use, or I give them to my sister because I don't like it. It's messy. I don't know. When I go for a piece of paper, I usually go for a full brand new piece of paper, just the way I am. So I decided today that with the scraps that I have right now, I was going to go ahead and die cut out of the bigger pieces so that I can actually keep them in die cut shapes so they're ready to go so I can make a card. So I had my two new die sets that I have here, the stitched mini scallops in the squares and the ovals, and I just decided to grab my stack of scraps and go through and die cut whatever I could fit. So of course I went for the big ones first, so whatever I could get a big shape out of, because those are perfect for cards. There's just a couple pieces of patterned from Valentine's cards that I've been working on. And then I would go down to a smaller size so the squares fit in a little bit better in some places. So I have some little squares and then going all the way up to the big size. So I'm just going to grab one of my little white buckets and I am going to keep my die cut shapes like that in the bucket ready to make cards. Perfect idea. That way you always have them. Your scraps are not being wasted. The next thing that I did, little shavings. The next thing I did was die cut some words because I did have a couple strips of glitter paper in there. So I'll show you guys this die. This is the Simon Says stamp Big Hugs, which was gifted to me by Peggy, JP Peggy 2. Thank you, Peggy. She also sent me this wonderful card. She's been using her die cuts with fun foam. So there's some flowers and then the word friends. And then she did a stamped sentiment on the inside. She's like me. She wrote her note on a piece of paper. It's just the way I am. So very beautiful card. Thank you so much, Peggy, and thank you for the die too. I've already got some cut out here, and what I did was I cut them out with thick glitter paper and then also with fun foam. So you can see the foam is a little bit of a different color because I don't have the exact color of pink, but when it's on the card, you are not going to be able to tell that it's a different color. So there's the big hugs, little tiny big hugs. They're so cute. So I did some pink and then I did red, and I don't have any red foam, so I used orange. But as I said, once that's down on the card, you're barely going to see the little orange in there. So those are all ready to go for some Valentine's cards. And then I did run out to Scrap and Great Deals today. I was looking for a specific Cheeky Monkey, the MFT stamp set, and they weren't in stock, but I saw this banner frame and I really wanted it. It's the stitched fishtail frames. It's perfect for making shaker cards. So I grabbed my scraps of Valentine's paper and I started cutting out. And I did have a big piece of pink glitter. So with the glitter paper, I actually left them all stacked like this. I evenly spaced them so you can see I have some little tiny banner frames. So that's the spacing in between. And I'm going to keep these to layer on cards. But just so I didn't waste a ton of glitter paper, that's how I did those ones. The other ones in the patterned paper, I did them separately so that I could have a solid banner, so that you can take this one and place a smaller one on top of it. And then I can make shakers out of them. So there's those, and then the smallest one gives you a little tiny banner which is perfect for adding on to cards and such. Super cute. So those are all cut and ready to go. I just have to get a bucket empty or a photo box, something to put die cuts into. And then I can go through and use up my scraps instead of having them lying around. All right, so that is it for this week. I've kind of tackled most of my supplies. I do have all my clear stamps and dies inventoried on Evernote, so that is all set up and ready to go. The only thing I haven't done is my cling rubber stamps, so like CC Designs, the Greeting Farm, any of those. And then the big thing that I have to go through is actually 12 by 12 paper, because I do have lots of it and I need to decide if I really should get rid of some of that. And then after that, I think I'm going to start doing themed weeks. So I will pick a theme and it'll be massive card making on a theme. So like sympathy cards for 1 week, birthday cards another week, stuff like that, just so I can go through and make sure that I'm using all of my stamps and supplies. All right, so if there's anything you guys would like to see, please let me know. And again, thank you for all your support through my Use It and Lose It episodes. And I will still have more for you. So leave a comment, subscribe, and have a great day. Thanks. Bye.